Yo, it's the 2KMC, and with winter arriving in the neighborhood, we've got the latest events ready to go for you. Court Conqueror and a winter neighborhood. Is there a better combo? Don't answer that. And next week, it's the 7th Ruffles Ridge Tournament of Champions.
The famous We Love Houston sign just off Interstate 10. We're coming to you from the Toyota Center in the biggest city in the Lone Star State. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, James Harden is both famous and...
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. And we got a chance now to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Harden.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defenses. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. We've got Fred VanVleet, DeRozan out there with Thompson. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. And for Houston, Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Kevin Love out there with Hunter. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. Halfway through the season here, Brent, how do coaching staffs shake things up and keep things fresh over the long 82-game season?
I think coaches who are really smart, Kevin, can be a bit programmable where they're looking ahead at the schedule and saying there are blocks of games here in which we might try to change some of our defensive schemes, maybe over this 10-game stretch or 5-game stretch. Or
to keep things fresh or
yeah, because you can only do it on the mental side. As much as we talk about guys getting rested and sitting out games for maintenance issues and load management and those kind of things, the tweaks that you can make on the floor in terms of a couple of new sets on offense or defensively, let's make this challenge for the next few months, will grow the foundation of what coaching staffs are capable of doing with that team as they go on.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Embiid dishes to DeRozan. No good from outside. Beverly feeling it out a bit. In the corner, it's Hunter. That 3 off the mark. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. DeRozan with it. Guarded by Hunter. Hardaway with a wide open look. Again, the miss by the King.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Stolen by VanVleet. And he finishes the break with a lay-in.
And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
And Beverly kicks to Jordan. And the pass to Harden. High, arcing shot. Good D by Thompson.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Hardaway, no good.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Here's Beverly. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's VanVleet. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred VanVleet's not the biggest, but his toughness, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Houston, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, the Kings, 2 games back.
Yeah, right now, though, the Rockets, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year, and they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
It's a great point, GA. I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
And stolen by Hunter. Over in the corner, Beverly. Another miss by Houston. Kings leading now by 3. Here's DeRozan. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
For Sacramento, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. A new 14 for the Kings. Knocked loose. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And the layup falls.
That's where Patrick Beverly's defensive tenacity helps you out. Active hands, and he knocks the ball away.
Outside DeRozan. Pass to Thompson. Embiid with it. Out to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Hits it from 3-point range.
Tristan Thompson not wasting any time having the ball in that situation to get 2.
Harden against Hardaway. Harden, no good. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Sacramento. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
And I don't know if I'm going to call these guys rivals, but as conference opponents, they're still familiar with each other. Neither team will want to give an inch in this first meeting.
Here's Van Vliet. The Rockets making the shot. Pass to DeRozan. Feeds to Hardaway. Passes to Van Vliet. With the shot. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yes, that goes in.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Here's Van Vliet following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Outside Hardaway. Fires from the wing. Kept alive by Sacramento. The shot by Thompson, no good.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
Harden's shot is off.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Now here's Van Vliet. Defended by Beverly. Thompson surveying the floor. Just his first attempt. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often. A great year for the Kings last year. We're in the playoff hunt right up until the very last month of the season and ultimately came up short. But those guys will be hungry to want some postseason play this year.
Hunter, no good.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Hardaway softly drops in the floater.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now, here is Harden, coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. And Brent, as you mentioned, the Kings came up short last year, but you have to think the playoffs are in their future.
Thinking about the playoffs would be nice. They did make a coaching change as Luke Walton is taking over for Dave Yeager, and changing coaches can sometimes disrupt development. Will they continue to play at the same pace that they played at last year? They were phenomenal in the open floor.
And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
And the first one drops. You know, officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, though, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin. And, you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair, but understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good examples. Here's Covington. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Matthews. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Shoots over DeRozan. That one rolling around and rims out. Kings leading now by 6. Covington passes to DeRozan. Here's Van Vliet. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. That sends Trevor Ariza to the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
And it's easy to see why a team would want Ariza on their roster. Makes the right decisions, mentors young players, and is well respected throughout the league.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Rockets. Damari Carroll comes in for Kevin Love. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Bobby Portis is checked in for Embiid. Jay Crowder comes in for Tristan Thompson. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fred Van Vliet. And the free throw, no good.
Trevor Ariza, one of those hard hat guys who you know you're going to get what you get from him on a nightly basis. Guard on defense and be a capable 3-point shooter. Just comes to do his job.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Free throw good, Portis. And the former Razorback, Bobby Portis, took a few years to find his spot in the NBA, but now he does produce.
And great big man to bring in off the bench. Good size and quickness combination, and will always give you scoring with that second unit.
Covington against Ariza. Now here's Covington. D right on him, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Sacramento seems like a great fit for Luke Walton. Team's approach on offense really matches his own. Should never be a shortage of scoring for the Kings.
You wonder how it is that Luke Walton did his studying coming into this season with how much success last year Dave Yeager had in getting these guys to push the ball up the floor. Luke Walton believes that anyone can rebound and bring it up, and they have the kind of guys who could do that on this roster.
Free throw drops for Covington. And both free throws good for Covington. And here's Beverly. His last outing, he had 8 points. The pass to Baines. Bellinelli against Matthews. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Ariza goes in, banked in off the glass. Now just a 5-point Sacramento lead. Now McConnell. His last outing, he had 8 points. That's a 2 from Crowder. Gets an open look and hits. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Rockets. Pass to Baines. Matthews against Bellinelli. Fade away. Matthews, no good. Kings leading now by 7. Portis finds McConnell. Now here's Crowder. Faster pace now, Brent, in the NBA. This has become an endurance sport, and well-conditioned athletes are a must.
Obviously, Kevin, over the past couple seasons, the pace has picked back up. It's very reminiscent of the early 80s when you had the Lakers running, the Denver Nuggets running.
Yes.
You have these teams that are just flying up and down the floor. So as a fan, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially the closer you can sit, to watch a Russell Westbrook, to watch a Paul George, to see a Giannis get up and down the floor with such fluidity and grace and skill set. So the game opening up has also opened the eyes to the fans about just how great the athleticism of NBA players is.
And the second free throw, good.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Rockets trail by 8. Beverly with the ball. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. He feeds it to Baines. Bucket is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
McConnell passes to Crowder. He kicks to Bellinelli. He dishes it to Covington. Puts it up. Again, the miss by the Kings. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Beverly. Ariza trying to break loose, and it's Beverly missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Shot by Crowder, no good. The Rockets shooting to start this game off about 41% from the floor. And Ariza with the stuff.
Ariza with a nice job of running wide out there to complete the break.
McConnell scanning the floor. Outside Portis. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Covington against Ariza. Carroll passes to Matthews. Now here's Ariza. He's got 6. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pass to Crowder. On the wing, Bellinelli. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Kings lead by 7.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Carroll. No points in the game yet for him. From deep three-point range. And so it's the Sacramento Kings heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about seizing the...
This time isn't going to last long.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets, Jamari Carroll is out there with Aaron Baines. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Matthews in at the two-guard spot. Passes it to Bellinelli. Back to McConnell. Over Beverley. A shot by McConnell, no good. And so Beverley will bring it up for the Rockets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. It's Carroll on the wing. From outside, off the mark. Sacramento leading by 5. There's the pass to Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
James Harden, he's checked in for Patrick Beverley. And a change for Sacramento. Ken Burch is checked in for Robert Covington. Here's McConnell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
The Kings have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. Houston making a switch here. Hunter's checked in, and a change for Sacramento. Hardaway's checked in. Free throw good, Crowder. So for the Kings, their last game a win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
For the Rockets, Jordan, he's checked in for Aaron Baines, and it's Kevin Love in for Trevor Ariza. Then for the Kings, DeMar DeRozan comes in for Portis, and it's Fred VanVleet in for T.J. McConnell. Here is Love. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Phoenix. Shoots over Crowder. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
DeRozan finds VanVleet. Back to DeRozan. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. DeRozan's got his second bucket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Matthews against Hardaway. That shot misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Love. Misses off the left iron. Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against the Suns.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Matthews scanning the floor. Pass to Harden. And just miss after miss right now.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Sacramento leading by 13. Well, he might be an aging veteran in the NBA, but DeAndre Jordan is still terrifying for defenders when he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, he's such a great target still on the roll situation. You combine his length and athleticism now with the know-how and his tenure in the league, and DeAndre Jordan still can be an elite finisher on the inside. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And here is Hardaway. 5 points in the game. Van Vliet with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Rockets trail by 14. Harden up top, covered by Van Vliet. Harden against Crowder. Unloads, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Harden's got 6 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now DeRozan. He had 22 points in the win against Dallas. Outside Hardaway. Hits the three-point bomb. Hardaway has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Kings.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Pass to Jordan. And Love has it in the corner. Now here's Harden, covered by Van Vliet. Clock at 6. The shot. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Crowder.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Outside Matthews. Pass to Hunter. Houston moving the ball around. Harden outside. Shoots over Van Vliet. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 8 points in the quarter.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Van Vliet. Off target from outside.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now the pass to Harden. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Jordan. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's guarded closely. And Harden comes to help. In the corner, Crowder with it. Offline with his three. Rockets trail by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The feed now to Jordan. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Well, the D cannot handle DJ right now. A gigantic guy on the inside who's going to get those calls most of the time.
For Houston, they have shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good, Jordan.
And after spending his first NBA decade with the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan bounced around last season. Remains a supreme athlete and rebounder, though, at that center position.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Embiid comes in for Cam Birch. And it's Thompson in for Crowder. Second free throw, no good. And a nightly double-double threat is DeAndre Jordan, but some dissatisfaction with his play last season. Greg, what was that?
Well, I felt like his impact has tailed off just a bit from his peak with the Clippers. Sometimes the great athletes have more of an adjustment as they enter their 30s.
The Rockets again can't hit. Sacramento leading by 17. Down low. Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got 15.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there is always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Kicks to Embiid. From outside the arc. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Rockets trail by 15. Right side Matthews. Love right side. Over Thompson. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. He has 5.
Pretty reliable scoring range for Kevin Love there, and beautiful form on that shot.
Van Vliet passes to Embiid. He kicks it to DeRozan. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
For Sacramento, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Damari Carroll's checked in for Love. Reza comes in for Hunter. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Matthews. Then for the Kings, Robert Covington's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fred Van Vliet. A free throw dropped for DeRozan. Harden with it. 10 points for him. Shoots. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Now here's Beverly. He's covered by McConnell. Harden's shot is good.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Here's McConnell, defended by Beverly. Shoots a fader, and Embiid the bucket on the assist by McConnell. Embiid's got 5 points so far.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ariza finds Beverly. No good on the 3. Kings leading now by 16. Now here's McConnell. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Embiid. Here's the 3. They get the rebound. Thompson. It's stolen by Carroll. There's 48 seconds left here in the second. Now here's Ariza. He's got 8. Shot clock at 6. Dishes it to Jordan. Deep 2 from Beverly. He trains the turnaround jump shot. He has 6.
moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's DeRozan. The shot comes out. Good D by Ariza. Harden outside. Pass to Beverly. Takes the 3. Here's Ariza. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Sacramento, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. How do you guys get back in this game after the first half?
Thanks, shots. I mean, we're getting good ones. I don't know what it is. We had a day off. Should have got our legs under us in the second.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie John. It was a fast pace for Sacramento at the outset. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they went on a 10-4 run to start things off. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. Moving through quarter number 2, their focus was razor sharp, and the points came with it. They also made some excellent defensive stops and are clearly in control of this one, up by 14. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Sacramento. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. On the floor for Sacramento, Thompson is out there with DeRozan. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard. Rockets trail by 14. Here's Beverly. Rebounded by Hardaway. Passes it to Van Vliet. Oh, the lob to DeRozan.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. And so here is Houston. And here's Harden. Takes a 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the middle. Here's Thompson. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Rocket shooting 43% from the field. Hardaway against Harden. A 3-pointer, no good.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Jump ball call. And the Rockets with possession here. Rockets trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And that one is good.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Embiid against Jordan. Outside Hardaway. There's the triple. No good that time. So Houston will take it the other way. And here's Love for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
1 of 5 here, Kevin, to start the half. Their offense looks like it's shrinking right now.
Now, here's Hunter, covered by Van Vliet.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Van Vliet passes to DeRozan. kept alive by Sacramento.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Outside Hardaway. Embiid in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's DeRozan. He's guarded closely.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And that one's good. Hunter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Kings leading now by 10.
Well, a lot of players can get hot, but nobody can match Harden when he gets locked in. The way he can create space and drill shots from deep, really impossible to guard.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The pass to Beverly. Good D by Embiid. And with Harden, he not only gets hot for a game, but stays hot, Greg, for longer periods of time.
And you saw that last year with a streak of 30 and 40-point games. For weeks, he can dominate and really frustrate defenses, and there isn't anything you can do about it.
Fades away. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 12. Pass to Hunter. Over Hardaway. The Rockets again can't hit. Sacramento's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And it's DeRozan missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Well, last season, Kevin Love suffering the toe injury in the very first exhibition game. He'd be ready to carry the load, but surgery and a long rehab set him back.
Houston making some changes. Aaron Baines comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Then for the Kings, Bobby Portis is checked in for Thompson. Jay Crowder comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Bellinelli in for Hardaway. Crowder feeling it out a bit. The dish to Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on DeAndre Hunter. And after playing as the second, or even, Greg, the third option behind LeBron James, Kevin Love embracing a bigger role.
Give him a lot of credit. He sacrificed stats to help Cleveland win a title. Intriguing to see what he can accomplish when he's set loose.
And he knocks down the first one. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for the
I'd like
NBA.
to see more.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. 3-pointer, Crowder, good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And that's 13 points for Jay Crowder.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line, and trying to take advantage from distance.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Kings have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Harden on the wing. Bellinelli is covering, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul that goes against Sacramento.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Free throw good from Harden. Harden hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Van Vliet passes to Embiid. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Out to the right wing. Embiid kicks to Van Vliet. Pass to Crowder. Here's Portis. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Rockets trail by 12. It's Matthews on the wing. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Portis. Kings leading now by 12. Now Van Vliet. And that one is off. Good D by Love. Lets it go with the three. And James Harden good for three. Harden's got it back down to within single digits for Houston. Van Vliet passes to Crowder. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Harden right side. Outside Matthews. Misses the three.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Crowder against Ariza. Crowder the pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's foul number 2 for him. Damari Carroll's checked in for Kevin Love. Robert Covington's checked in for Sacramento. Portis against Carroll. Portis in the post. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And it's Carroll with the ball for Houston. 9-point game. And Matthews kicks to Harden. Feeds it to Baines. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Look at Love. He's pulled in a lot of votes, nearly enough, in fact, to break into the top 10 in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and probably wishing he was a little higher on that list, but there's just too many other guys also having fantastic seasons.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for DeRozan.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Back to Baines. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Carroll. Kicks it out to Harden. Clock at 6. Lets it go from the wing, and he makes that one. Harden's got 28 points for the game.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Now here's Van Vliet, guarded by Harden. Van Vliet passes to Crowder, and he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Sacramento. Free throw, no good for Crowder. Rockets trail by 9. Ariza with it. 8 points for him. Rejected by Crowder. Here's Covington. Power down with both hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Harden with it. Now guarded by Crowder. It's Harden with the drive. And Harden with the stuff.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last trip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Passes it to Bellinelli. 1:52 left to play in the third. A shot by McConnell, no good. And for the Rockets, they're shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Harden draws the double. Now here's Matthews. Ariza outside. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Covington from the arc. Sinks the triple. Covington's got 9 points.
Have to guard Covington at all times from outside the arc. He is lethal from deep.
Harden kicks to Carroll. There's a minute left to play here in the third. That's a 2 from Matthews. And it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. Matthews has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. McConnell passes to Portis. He dishes it to Bellinelli. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Ariza's got 4 rebounds now tonight. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Give him these kind of chances, and Trevor Ariza is going to hurt you.
Kings leading now by 8. 27 seconds left in the third. Bellinelli against Matthews. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. It's stolen by Bellinelli.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Here is Harden. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Sacramento Kings going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Trevor Ariza out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
And the handles Covington has are impressive, slicing and dicing through the defense with ease.
Ariza outside. Back to Harden. Inside, here's Beverly. Good, it's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, kind of tough on the defense when you let Beverly beat you on the inside. That can get his confidence going from the outside. So damage from the paint that time.
Now, here's McConnell. Defense right on him. Hardaway from outside. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Wednesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Free throw good, Ariza. Ariza hits them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And here's McConnell. Kicks it to Hardaway. He feeds it to Thompson. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. And that's now 9 points for Tristan Thompson. Rockets trail by 10. And there's the pass to Jordan. Good D by Thompson.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
DeRozan buries it from three-point range.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Here's Jordan. Yep, that one goes in there.
Oh, I love the attitude there of Jordan staying with the shot despite being grabbed.
And the Rockets making a change here. Love's checked in, and a change for Sacramento. Embiid, he's checked in for Robert Covington.
Well, there is continuous energy in DeAndre Jordan's play, really hustling on both ends and influencing those plays with that activity.
Now, here's McConnell, defended by Beverly. From 13, and no good that time. And Houston the other way now. Here's Harden, and he banks in the layup. Harden's got it back down to single digits for the Rockets.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Thompson outside. Pass to DeRozan. It's rebounded by Houston. Now Hunter. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Fred Van Vliet is checked in for T.J. McConnell. Embiid dishes to Hardaway. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on James Harden.
It feels like he can take on anyone on the inside. Hardaway Jr. loved the aggressive attitude there.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
Growing up in the Bay Area, I worked out a lot and spent a lot of time with Tim Hardaway Sr. Remember the killer crossover. And Tim Hardaway Jr. continues to show why he belongs in the league after a lot of hard work on his own.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Rockets trail by 9. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Love. Over Thompson. Harden against DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Harden draws the double. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Love. And he makes good on the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Kings leading now by 7. Van Vliet with it. Now here's DeRozan. Over Hunter. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Passes it to Beverly. The pass to Jordan. Now Harden. Shot clock at 6. Harden draws the double. Beverly wide open. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 assists now in the game. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Rockets with the rebound. Jordan's pass to Beverly. The feed to Love. And Embiid with the block. And up the court come the Kings on the break. DeRozan leading the charge.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
And it's in there. And now just a 2-point Kings lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Looking to end his cold spell. And good. He nails it. DeRozan's got 5 points in the quarter. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Love. Back to Harden. Three-pointer. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 13 with that last one. DeRozan in the corner. Feeds to Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Love's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. From 13, out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Hunter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Van Vliet passes to Embiid. He kicks it to Hardaway. And And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on James Harden.
Hardaway Jr., a great athlete, spotted a seam there and just attacked the defense.
Good on the second free throw. Rockets trail by 3. Harden kicks to Beverly. Left side, Love. The shot missing. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. To the inside, DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Love. Rebound by the Kings.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Sacramento making a switch here. Covington's checked in. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Kings leading now by 7. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
Now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
Yeah, it's his job to keep their offense ticking, and tonight he's earned his keep. He's been able to find open teammates everywhere, feeding the post, creating open jump shots on the perimeter. His passing has been the best element of his game.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Rockets trail by 7. Beverly finds Harden. Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Beverly. And it's the Rockets on the break. And he lays it up and in.
Beverly has strength to go along with a tremendous amount of quickness and a nice job on the break that time.
They double him with Jordan. Hardaway from outside. The three-pointer is right on target. Hardaway has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Beverly, the pass to Harden. And it's good, 2 points. Harden's got 34 points.
Well, Beverly's teammates and coaches love to see this, making an effort to move the ball and find the open man.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Passes to Thompson. Embiid dishes to Thompson. There's the pass to VanVleet. And here's Embiid. Defended by Beverly. Just 4 to shoot. Takes it from 10. Trying to get open is Thompson. Great D that time from Jordan. Rockets trail by 6. Here's Harden. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid. Harden against Hardaway. Kicks to Thompson. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Embiid. From past the arc. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Van Vliet up top. Defended by Beverly. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Not going to see that often, but Thompson outside of the paint collects 2 more.
Harden against Hardaway. Now, here is Harden. Not a lot of room. Connects from three-point range. Harden's got 37.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
To the paint, here's Embiid, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Robert Covington. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Harden against Hardaway. Fires it up. Harden, no good. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And they double up DeRozan. Hardaway finds Van Vliet. Now, here's DeRozan. He's covered closely. That one wide left. Maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
And Harden launches it from deep. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
And they go to the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Shooting for Sacramento, Fred Van Vliet. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Timeout called the Rockets. They're behind by 6. There's 18 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
There's 18 seconds left in the 4th. To the middle. Beverly finds Harden. Off target with his 3. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Kevin Love. That's his first personal foul at the line for the game. DeMar DeRozan. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 8. 8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter. Another miss by Houston. So the Kings win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
We're just making everybody comfortable. Making each and everybody on this team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, even if it's on the defensive.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K.
It's all assumption. Hey, hand out, they always want something.
Oh, that's what you told me. Most these sheep will move like clones. That's why I be on my own. My mama thought I was a joke, but Miss Badu told me I'm. Nothing else. That's why every beat I'm on is water and I'm Michael Phelps. Told my partner, get your bread up, but then